settle for any ordinary brand. Let Gerry Foster, the branding evangelist, show you how to have a world-class brand here on Big Brand Formula. No more spinning your wheels, wondering what it takes to have a great brand that can have great things happen for you. Gerry wants you to think big and go big. Through his interviews and inspiring teachings, each episode is devoted to giving you the guidance, support, and tools for big branding your business, product, or a service, or even yourself as a personal brand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Gerry Foster.
Welcome, it's Gerry Foster, Master Brand Strategist and creator of the Big Brand Formula. And thanks for tuning into my 12 tenets of a big brand for customers, cash, and continued growth. Now, before we get into the program, before I start sharing my tenets with you, let me first set this up by stating this basic fact. Creating a brand for your small business is more important than ever before. A brand will separate you from your competitors and give you an edge. A brand will attract customers. A brand will give people a compelling reason to buy from you. A brand will make you money. Make no mistake about it, branding is the key for any company, any organization, any of those who are tuning into this program who are looking to grow. So let's get with it. Let's get into it. So here are my 12 tenets that are going to help you, regardless of what you sell, big brand for customers, cash, and continued growth. The first tenet, number one, is purpose. Many of the most successful companies on the planet, large or small, first discover their purpose, their reason for being, and then focus on fulfilling it. They connect their brands to something bigger than themselves so they can more positively impact the lives of the customers they serve and, of course, make more money as a result. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, put it best when he said, "A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well." Now, this flows into tenet number two, which is to be progressive with your brand. What I mean by progressive is to innovate, not imitate. It's creating your brand to do, be, or offer something different or even unusual so that you can create an insanely great customer experience. Look at it this way. You're adventurous, you're creative, you're forward-thinking. Think Apple, think Google, think Dr. Phil. These brands all started out small, but they became big brands, household name brands, because they prided themselves in staying ahead of the curve, delighting millions of customers, and they, of course, have found lasting, phenomenal success. You can do the same by being progressive with your branding, so people are more inspired to buy your product or use your services. That's why branding in today's overcrowded marketplaces requires a lot more than a nice logo, a brand name, and a website. Possibility, tenet number three, is what has to lie at the core of your branding. I have found that when you embrace possibility, amazing things can open up for you. Embracing possibility is actually one of my favorite big branding principles because rapid sales growth can occur when you're willing to abandon any kind of business as usual or, well, this is the way everybody else does it. No. Instead, operate outside of what most customers expect in your industry to receive from you. What have they come to expect and accept and experience? No, step away from that and do something that is so unusual, so unpredictable to them that they don't see you as just another whatever, whoever that's in the space, the market that you're in. Is asking yourself this question. I wonder if I did A, B, and C instead of D, E, and F, which, by the way, is what Facebook, Starbucks, FedEx, and other brands like them initially did. So you're asking yourself, gosh, I wonder if I, too, could have $1 million or even a $1 billion brand. I wonder what's possible if I step outside the box. Look, let's face it. In this highly competitive global market we live in, you have to outsmart, maneuver, and outdistance your competition. You cannot be looked upon as being similar or the same as others who you are competing with. Let me put it this way. You must outbrand your competition. I'll say it again. You must outbrand your competition. But the question always becomes, well, how do you do that? Well, one of the surest, quickest ways to have branding success is to solve a problem, which is tenet number 4. If you can solve a problem that others are missing, avoiding, or completely ignoring, if you can spot something that no one else in your industry, your category, your field of expertise seems to be willing to take on, if you can make it a point to solve that, you are going to have yourself an incredible, high-performance, beloved brand. See, I believe that if you really want to have a game-changing brand, a mega brand, a brand that can truly go out there and impact the marketplace like no one else, learn from Sarah Blakely, mega entrepreneur, billionaire. She's the creator of Spanx. And you want to know how she was able to come up with this incredible brand that has just delighted millions of people? She simply did one thing. She solved a problem, a chronic problem, a reoccurring problem that no one else seemed to be addressing. Thank you for listening. Take care.
You have just listened to Big Brand Formula. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to visit our website, gerryfosterbranding.com/podcast, where you can subscribe to the show and access our resources. If you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or simply telling a friend about us. Join Gerry again on the next episode of Big Brand Formula, where he can further help create your world-class brand.